Okay. So here we have in Blackboard a skill integration challenge. It summarizes almost all the configurations we learned in chapter 2. And as you see here, we have packet tracer. They tell you what's the device name, what are the addresses, and they need us to configure it. If you go to requirements here, use console connection. And by the way, in many activities, you are not allowed to do any cabling. Do you see this, ya banat? I cannot even add a PC, huh? There are so many things blocked. So now, when they say use console, do you remember when I told you CLI? What is CLI, ya banat? It's like what? CLI, it's like command line interface, but it's like you are using console port and this is available in packet tracer just to make your life what? Easier. So here, switch one. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna solve all the steps. I'll start with the switch one. They say name it what? Abanat, when you solve these things, packet tracer activities, be exactly the same as you are asked, because these are auto-graded. Capital letters, small letter is small letter. Does that make sense? So let's do a naming. What should I do? Enable conf t. Mazboot. Host name what? Class dash A. Does that make sense? Now, they want me to use this password for what? All lines. When they say all lines means what? Console and telnet. Does that make sense? I'll copy the password, ya banat. Okay. Yalla, line, console, 0. Password, and I'll paste the password. وصلت الفكرة. And what? Login. Did I configure the console password now? And now we need the telnet password. How to do it? Line VTY 0 to 15, right? And password, again, I'll use the same password and login. So exit to go back one step. So for secret password, they want this password. How to configure secret password? Enable secret, and then what? The password itself. Now they say encrypt all clear text passwords. Service password encryption. Is it new to you? Tamam, good. Include the word warning in the message of the day. Just put a word warning. Banner, MOTD. Just put warning somewhere. Does that make sense? Between double quotes, huh? Good. Configure the undressing of all devices. So now we are working in switch one, right? Switch one, VLAN one. This is the address of VLAN one of switch one. Is this correct, ya banat? Do you see the subnet mask? So I'll go how to configure VLAN 1, interface VLAN 1, IP address. Then I give the IP address, tamam, here, and subnet mask exactly as given to us. And you need to make what? Sure you know shut. Otherwise, the virtual port will be disabled. And next step, I'll go here. Save your configurations. How to save configurations? Copy, run, start. From where? From privilege mode. How to go directly to privilege mode from sub mode? End. Yes or no? Copy, run, start. Enter. Did we save everything? Good. Now we will do exactly the same for which switch? 2. Here, I'm doing it for switch 2. And I'll keep both open now. Here. Okay. Yalla. Enable. What? Enable. Conf t. Host name. Class B. And what else? I need this password for what? For console and telnet, line console 0. Line console 0. Password. And I'll paste it. Okay. And login. Again, yalla, what to do? Line what? VTY 015. Password. And good. ماشي الحال. Login. Exit. Yalla, enable secret. Enable secret. And this is the secret password, right? Good. and encrypt all clear text passwords, service, password encryption. Okay, next include the word warning, banner, MOTD. Okay, warning. And what's the problem? Banner, MOTD space, huh? Warning. Tamam. Good. Now you need to configure the addresses for switch 2. This is the IP address, and this is the subnet mask. Interface VLAN 1, IP address. This is the IP address, subnet mask 255.255.0, and no shut. Does that make sense? What's the next step? Save your configurations. How to save configurations again? And copy, run, start. Okay, press enter. Now we configure the switches. We still need to configure the PCs for addresses. But at any time when you work with those packet tracer activities, you can check your results. Check results, and you go to what? Assessment, items. Do you see for switch class A, everything is correct? Do you see this, Yabana? And for class B, everything is what? Correct. My point is, if there is something incorrect, you go and repeat it. Make sure it's right. Does that make sense? So now I close this and go back. They need me to configure the PCs. It's very easy to configure the PCs. Go to student 1, desktop, IP address. But pay attention to something. This is not the subnet mask they want me to use. Look here. The subnet mask is 255.255.255. The one that was suggested to you is not the same. You need to make sure it's the right one. And why it was given like this, you will understand later when you cover IP addresses. And now I'll go to the second one, desktop IP addressing. And what is the address here? 60. Same thing, you need to pay attention to the subnet mask. And I put this, again, I need to make sure my subnet mask is exactly as requested. By the way, now, if I go to check results, it tells me what here? And when you see congratulations, what does it mean? All activities are done right. So let me just close this. They say verify connectivity. You know what's verify connectivity? You try to ping addresses. Yeah, here, this is my PC. I'll try to go to command prompt and ping the other PC. This is the student 2. Do you know what student 2? Mazboot. Reply from. Is it working? Is it? I'll go to student 2 and try to ping student 1. Student 1 address is 50, right? This is student 1. You can ping the switches. I don't recall what is the switches, but the switch is 40 and 50. I can go from here and ping any switch, 40. Reply. Even from the switch, you can ping other devices. Do you see this? Ping, paste. You see, from the switch, you can. So everyone can reach every other node in the topology. Does that make sense? Tamam. Good. So you go step by step. Be careful. This is how your exams, and all your exams, are going to be done like this.